and welcome to another Wraggy's live beer reviews. Back at 7:30 most nights of the week, not the next 2 days to be fair, because I'm out. But yeah, next nearly 7 days a week of live 7:30 reviews. Anything from homebrew to cider to beer to even wine and maybe the odd spirit, to be fair. Good evening, mate. How are you? And tonight it's the Evil Dog Double IPA, and but it's been ragged, so it's actually a Triple IPA now, and it's as strong as you can get. Good evening, Michael and Negan. How are we? I'm Benjamin, obviously, and yeah, absolutely solid. And after a cold day, we all need a bit of warmth, don't we? Good evening, Miss Luke. Just Luke, innit? Yeah. The problem is, you know, when you've had a drink, it's not easy to. Oh, way up. The American Double IPA Beer Works kit. Yeah, that looks an interesting kit, to be fair. So, let me try and pull this out. I'll do it on my legs, because in case it spews it. Oh, bastard. That's lively. Jesus Christ. Right, let me do it this way. Didn't think I put too much in it. Well, yeah, it's lively, all right. You know you are with homebrew kits, homebrew beer, when you overdo it. Well, it looks like I've overdone it, because there we go. Good evening, Thomas. I'll be with you in a second. I'm just here we go. Here we go. That's it. Put the lid back on. Yeah, we've got a gusher. Yeah, I've got a pint of froth. Yeah, a glass of froth. Your missus at them. Apologies. So let me just put the live chat back on. And yeah. It's a gusher. Yeah, it definitely is a gusher. Hey. So yeah, look at that. And I've got to be honest, the aroma is absolutely bob on, you know. I mean, yeah, I'm not getting much beer out of that. But and if you look at the bottle, the shed's cold as well. So you'd think the cold of the shed would have stopped it from gushing. So let me get another glass, because beer all night. It's an amazing kit, mater. But the Beerworks one is probably just as good. Right. You'd think that it would stop gushing. Yeah, it's a bit overcarbonated. Yeah, the Easter Brew kit, mate, is really, really good. Yeah. I've actually got that in the I've actually got that in the kitchen ready to brew. I picked up some chili. Well, the wife did. And oh, here we go. Yeah. I breached it. We've reached breach. Good evening, Steve. And yep. Here we go. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. So that's 2 lots of froth. Yeah, well, we'll get there in the end. Yeah. It's a good thing it's half an hour, eh? Be half an hour in and I'll actually be able to taste some of it. So, if you haven't already seen, here's the froth. Hey. Oh, chocolate fudge brownie flavouring with the Easter Brew. So basically, that's what Bang the Elephant and Firewalk Brewing did, mate. Gutted I'm not there this weekend in Derby for their great Derby Beer Festival. Is what it is, you know. You can't always win, can you? Can't be there tomorrow because I'm actually at work. And Saturday, and like tomorrow night, Kiddie's birthday party tomorrow night, so I've stuffed it for that. Saturday, I've got one of my very best friends' birthday party. So, you know, sometimes in life you just can't be there, and you know, and it's going to be bloody Baltic over in Derby. So yeah, I'm going to brew the Easter brew kit is a stunning kit. Right, there we go. Caught up. Yeah. So there's the pour. So when you look at it, this is Evil Dog double IPA, but it's been triple IPA'd because I've added 2 kilos of sugar, and it came out. Good evening, Slurpee. Here we go. Talbot Tapas in Ripley. Hey. On Sunday. Fair play, fair play. So as you can see, the pour itself, this is a homebrew, and the pour's not a bad looking pour, to be fair, bar the head. Good evening, Mr. Bramwell. Yeah, take no notice of the head, you know, because yeah, it was supposed to be Cloudwater. Yeah. I was going to do Cloudwater, and then I've had a really shite cold day at work, and yeah, so it'll have to be Cloudwater tomorrow night, and but yeah, on the nose. And you know that the nose on this is as good as a lot of the big commercial breweries. Lovely tropical nose, hints of citrus, and it just smells the bomb. Own bargains, mate. I replied about half an hour ago, I think. Unless it didn't go through. You never know with YouTube and Facebook these days. I reply to people and then I get questions saying, yeah, well, and what was it? And you're like, I've already replied. But yeah, Own Bargains, I got it from. Never seen it before. Spitfire Lager. Obviously, I've seen Spitfire, bloody hell, by the palette, but certainly not. Good evening, Lee. So yeah, for a homebrew, a double, well, this is a triple IPA, but it would normally be a double IPA. This is a nice beer to brew. One of the strongest non-stout beers you can get. Probably the third strongest beer in the market. The first being Beerworks Imperial Russian Stout Kit. The second being Beerworks Barley Wine, which is some kit that is. And that's sitting upstairs waiting. I was going to do half. I was going to put, split it into 2 sections and do half cherry and half plum, but whichever I can get the most of cheapest, I'm just going to do that. 40 pints of, so it'll either be a cherry barley wine or a bloody plum barley wine. Can't be asked to mess about. Cheers, matey. Yeah, I mean, I do have a bit of issues with breweries diluting their brands. I can understand why they do, obviously. Because if you think Spitfire, biggest selling beer in the UK, so you bring out Spitfire Gold, and then you bring out Spitfire Lager. Did you have a live earlier, Steve? YouTube's crap, I tell you. I never get notifications these days that anybody's on live. Even if I can't get on the live, I never get any notifications. Bloody stupid, isn't it? Autism live. Rightio, mate. Yeah, and as somebody who's got a son with autism, and I've got to be honest, if I look truly at myself, I know that I've got some form of autism. Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you, Spitfire? I mean, Shepherd Neame know how to brew. And if they're going to brew a lager or any style of beer, you know that they want to put their name on it. And if you're going to put your name as Spitfire on a lager, it's got to be a bloody good lager. Because you don't want to dilute one of the best, the biggest selling beers in the UK that way. Although, to be fair, Hobgoblin sadly have done that with just recently. Their beers are not the beers they was 5 years ago, and certainly nowhere near the beers they were 10 years ago. Hobgoblin is not the king of beers like it used to be, or certainly one of the top beers. Spitfire on keg years ago. I've never even heard of it, mate. Whoa, big tropical, punchy flavour, and certainly ABV to match. And after a cold day outside. So, if memory serves me correctly, I think this ended up at about 11.5%, something along those lines. Yeah. Evil Dog itself, if you was to brew Evil Dog and not add sugar, people get anywhere between 8 and 9.3%. So, it's one of those kits that just, for whatever reason, why you get that much difference is quite strange. Because the kit itself, if memory serves me correctly, it's only a 7.5% kit. And yet I've seen it where people have said, I've got 9.3, I've got 8.5. So it's a strange one. But yeah, with the I think it was 2 kilos, or was it a kilo? Can't remember now. Might have just been a kilo of sugar. And it went up to 11.5. Jerry can. Oh dear. So, hey, welcome back to winter anyway today, everyone. It's been a bloody cold day. I don't know which part of the UK you're in, but in Nottingham it has been Baltic. Well, Newark. But oh my God. And then the sun comes out and it warms you up for 10 minutes and you're like, oh, brilliant. And then all of a sudden, there's another gust of snow. And then the wind comes and it's like the sun's gone in. And then all of a sudden it's like, Jesus Christ. Temperatures drop by about 10 degrees, if not more. Yeah, all on spring and all on summer, eh? All on global warming, that's all I can say. Proper snow in the Isle of Man, is it? It was earlier in Nottingham. It was coming, and Newark. It was coming down quite strong. And I thought, here we go. We're going to get snowed in. Yeah, it's been a strange one, hasn't it, Liam? Yeah. So many different variations of weather today. Stupid. Just make you wonder, Bramwell, doesn't it? Because you'd think that everybody would be brewing at pretty much a similar ABV. A couple of percentage here and there. But for it to jump from anything from 7.5 to 9.5, that's, it's a strange one. Yeah, hailstoning as well. Yeah, we've had all that. I did my day at work, and then I thought, do I go in next door and do a couple of hours? And it was quite nice at that time of the day. The sun was out, and it was okay. Went next door, and then all of a sudden the clouds came over. It started to snow again. I'm like, oh God, why did I bother? And but it did 2.5 hours next door, so more pennies to the kitty, as it were. But yeah, not a great day to be a gardener. Not a great day to be for anybody working outside. It's especially after last week where it was absolutely lovely. I mean, it's the snow and temperatures. That wind and snow together was just awful. I was in proper winter mode with big coats on, and even kept coming in. I kept going in after every about 3/4 of an hour to go and put my coat in the tumble dryer and get a nice hot cup of coffee, as you do. Yeah. Got back outside, lasted about 10 minutes, and there you are, freezing your butt off. And I was doing a job where I'm not physical. I'm moving along with I'm basically strimming edges, path edges, and that. So it's not a job where you're doing something to keep warm, and you really do feel it. Snow off the car at 3:30 this morning. Ooh, that's an early start, mate. I went out at 6:10, 6:05, and started the AM. Yeah. I put one load of cold water. So I get the kettle, fill it with cold water. I don't fill it with warm water or hot water because you'll bloody crack your windscreen. Fill it with cold water, go round the car, and then sometimes I'll do it twice. And that is the greatest way to defrost your car because the water's already cold, so the temperature difference is negligible. But obviously, it's like rain coming on. And if you get your windscreen wipers on quick enough, it gets rid rather nicely. But I did it, then loaded up my car, and then I had to do it again. So yeah, not the greatest. And then I had a trip to Newark, so it was a good trip out. Got nice and warm on the way there. 35 minutes to get there, so all good. Yeah, always nice getting stuck behind some twat going 40 miles an hour. Marston's 45p a pint. That's quite worrying because Marston's are generally one of the cheapest. And if they're putting their beers up by 45p a pint, that's worrying when you look at the craft beer people, local breweries, because Marston's are big, they buy bulk, so they can withstand a hell of a lot. So for them to put their prices up by 45p, that means everybody else is going to be banging theirs up by some amount. I mean, I've heard 70p a pint yesterday. I've seen that, yeah, I've seen that on the news about the fire. What was it before, Slurpee? You say it's gone to 275. What was it before? So that's gone up quick, hasn't it? They've certainly raised the prices quick. I wonder if this is because of the Ukraine effect. Because Ukraine obviously does produce a lot of that sort of stuff. £2.55, so already 20p a pint. Ouch. Fucking hell, we'll all be... See, the government won't mind that because they'll make a lot of money anyway. And again, it's like that 5p cut in petrol and diesel. It didn't do bugger all. I'll be doing more homebrew beer reviews than anything, I will. Yeah. A month of Wraggy's Evil Dog reviews. Yeah. Well, tonight I'm going to review Evil Dog. It's the 20th review, but, it's fresh. It's today's review. Yeah. So April the 10th, which is a week on Saturday, I'm actually going down to Magpie Brewery in Nottingham, and they've just been brought out, or I think somebody's bought shares in it, not actually brought it out. So Mardy Bum Brew Company, who Liam would know, did a collab with Firerock. They've actually brought into Magpie, so they're going to be brewing down there. And a week on Sunday, I've been invited down to the brewery. So if I can get you in, Liam, and you're out and about that Sunday, a week on Sunday, it's not this Sunday, a week on Sunday, I'll ask and see if I can get you to. It was nice collab. If you can go, I'll ask tonight and try and get you an invite as well, or at least come with me. Was going to invite the wife, but she'll just be watching what I drink, and that's not fair. Not fair on me. You're about on the 10th, right? I'll ask James tonight. Yeah. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon down at Magpie, so we could meet up earlier, get drinking, be half steamed, and as you do, and go to Navigation Brew, check Navigation beforehand. Yeah, have a couple of beers in there, and then go around to Magpie. Hey, job's a good one. And yeah. And if Shane's about, I'll ask, see if if I can bring a couple of people. say, you know, a couple of people from the beer community, you know, is that okay? It's a date. I was thinking the best people are the people that are really, really interested in beer, and you know, to see how that brew is going to progress. And then obviously you've got Mardy Bum Brew Company. You've got actually Magpie themselves. I'll ask tonight. As soon as I come off this live, I'll send a message and I'll say, look, mate, is there any chance I can bring 2 extra? And then we can meet up at 12 o'clock. And then, you know, 'cause I was going to go to Alton Towers that day, but you know, being as I've been invited out, then stuff Alton Towers. And yeah, we'll go down there, and yeah. So I'll ask tonight, and once I get the okay, I'll let you know straight as. And yeah, we can meet up and do that Castle Rock thing that we was going to do anyway. So yeah, and yeah, I'll not be so bad. Still be steaming, but yeah, might try and book the Monday off. Might change my holidays around and get the Monday booked off. Yes, I might do that. Although, if I book the Monday off, then I've bobbed it because the wife's going to Mamma Mia on the Tuesday, and I've got to drop her off early. I've got a beer on the go now. Fair play, matey. Fair play. What's the beer? So, gotta say, even though it was a very lively, yeah, the 10th Sunday, a week on Sunday, 3.2% table beer. Now, with these low ABVs, what I learnt last night with the Verdant beer, even though it was low ABV, it was pretty decent, to be fair. Lincoln Green beer, a bitter and a porter. So you got Tuck and Mariam. Is it Mariam or is it Hood? Hood. You got Hood and Tuck, I presume. I love my Sundays as well. Yeah, I hated working Saturdays at Sainsbury's. It used to piss me off. 3 till 10 on a Saturday night. All my mates are out drinking. I'm getting messages saying, "Oh, I'm down this pub," and it's like, fuck off. Or they're around my ass with the wife. They're all drinking. I comes in at 10 o'clock. Everyone's steaming, and it's like. And in some ways, yeah, Hood and Tuck, I thought it would be, yeah. Tuck definitely is the porter. And I do remember Hood being the bitter. Marion's pale ale. Sherwood's an extra pale ale. Onsetter is an American pale ale. Sad that I know these things. Yeah. I don't know it about every brewery, that's for sure. Yeah. But certainly them. And I'm actually meeting up with Lincoln Green Brewery next Tuesday, so it should be interesting. At work as well. So we're going to discuss what beers we're going to have at one of the workplaces. And you damn well know that there's going to be some discussions. "30 minutes. Tell you what, I've done that at Nottingham's council house. Pissed out my face after about an hour. The bar was only open for an hour or an hour and a half. I can't remember how long it was. But it was a free bar, and it was like, fucking hell, just go in and drink what you can. And obviously, you know, I was a bit younger back then, and I just drank, and I thought, fuck it, I'm drinking everything I can. Wow, then with numbers, yeah, 13. So, for an homebrew, Evil Dog, you know, whether you do it as a double IPA or a triple IPA, It is a stunning beer. Those tropical flavours. What you can do, good evening. Get it drunk, definitely. 432 watching, I doubt it. But yeah, the interesting thing about Evil Dog, for anybody doing homebrew and watching this in the future, is that no, I don't cold crash my beers. No, although it's absolutely Baltic in here, so you'd think they would be cold crashed already. You know, it is freezing in this beer room. And the gas bottle's up on the barbecue, so I can't even put the 5 on. And although to be fair, didn't expect for it to drop down so quickly. But yeah, with Evil Dog, you can chuck in different hops. So you can buy the kit, and instead of using the standard hops, chuck in different hops, and then the world's your oyster. You know, Evil Dog is an amazing base homebrew kit. Like I say, instead of using whatever comes with it, I can't remember what comes with it. I think it might be Goldings and something else, but it's not Fuggles, I know that. It might be Centennial. But you could use Sabro, you know, there's so many different hops you could use instead of what comes with it. But the base beer is a stunner. So, second glass, or dare I say it, another third. Good evening, Jane. Bottling next week. Are you going with the standard hops that come with it? Because obviously I was just saying about the hops, and you can change the hops. You know, you don't have to go with the hops that come with it. And you know, if you like Evil Dog as a kit going forward, but you want the variation, putting different hops in at the end obviously changes the flavours that come out. Sabro gives you coconut, and obviously there's lots of others, and I can't remember everyone. But yeah, it's certainly instead of them, just standard. But yeah, new to this brewing market, yeah, I get you. But it's a great kit. Did you go without extra sugar and all that, and just brew the kit standard? And it'd be interesting if you've got an hydrometer and you took a reading, and then you take a reading at the end to see where you came out at. Bad cat. A hop tea. All right. So much to learn, isn't there? You know, you think you know things, and then there's. I mean, I'm always up for learning. The barley wine. Yeah, the chocolates. The Easter choc. Oh, some kit. But yeah, the barley wine that I brewed last night, that is bubbling away like an absolute swine. And obviously, 2 kilos of brewing sugar added. The bourbon chips added to the brew. And smells divine already. I'm going to try. I was going to split it and do half plum, half cherry. But I think I'm just going to, wherever I can get the cheapest, I'm going to go cherry or plum and not mess about, because it's too much messing about mixing. And to be fair, I'd rather have 40 pints of something. If it works, then 40 pints is great. Sabro hot beer with oats. Wow. I tell you what, the learning process. And if beer is going to get ridiculously expensive, you can see that things will change. Low cost have got loads of new stuff in. That's why their website was down earlier. I went on earlier, couldn't get on. Right, I'll have to check them out. Not that I've got any money to go and spend, but there you go. Sabrosa was the best ever Sabro beer. Oh, right, yeah. Sunday session not still on. What Sunday? 10th? Hot coffee and adding your sugar amounts of bulk conditioning without the milk. For more coffee. I had a mate and he got the Wilco's stout kits. And obviously the Wilco's kits are fantastic for playing around with. And he just bashed a load of coffee into that kit. And he made a really super strong, I think it was an espresso stout. But you know, them Wilco's kits are stunning for playing with. But yes, Shane, I'll ask as soon as I come off this, and I'm not too drunk, because that's walloping me. But I'll ask Magpie Brewery. They've got a bit of a do going off on the 10th in Nottingham, obviously. And I'll ask them, see if I can bring 2 extra people, if they don't mind, and see if we can all go down. Meet up earlier, of course, have a few beers, you know, a bit of Dutch courage, and meet up and then go down there and see what they've got to say, see what their plans are for the future. They're obviously going to do something big-ish, because they've invited, you know, a fair few people down. So, should be interesting. In any case, I'm bursting for a week, and it's been half an hour. So, here it is, the Wraggys. I call it the Wraggys Evil Dog Triple IPA, but it really is the Bulldog Evil Dog Double IPA with a kilo of extra sugar. It's made a lovely, hazy, dark golden pour, white head. Certainly tropical aroma on this. By God, that packs a punch, and the aroma, the taste rather. Oh. On the 8th of May. 8th of May, right here, obviously. Okay. Yeah, 10th of April is for the Good Evening Lorraine. And sadly, I'm just about to go off, but nice to see you again. But yeah, as for a homebrew, I try not to. Nah, I suffer with too much stress and anxiety to have evil. I can't be horrible to somebody because I'd feel bad for it afterwards. It's just, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? You know. But anyway, yeah, hazy, dark golden pour whitehead, Wraggys Triple IPA. This is about 11.5%. And my phone's going to die. It's 5%, so I've lost it anyway. But yeah, cracking beer. If I was going to review it, a score would be a good 4.55. You know, it's turned out beautiful. Can't fault it at all. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining in. These reviews are going to come at 7:30 just about every single night, bar tomorrow and Saturday, because I'm actually out doing some beer. Maybe a sneaky beer review while I'm out, but certainly not proper lives anyway. But thank you all for joining in. Cheers. See you soon. Let's see if I can turn this off because I can't see what I'm doing. And the phone's proper down.